because I actually did do a little bit of research last night on Jay, and I just thought, yeah, let me feed back to you guys. So I watched Streamline Entertainment, and it was just there wasn't that much new information, to be honest with you, but as you guys have known, I have been talking about county lines and how that's all linked together, and how I think that's the key to what happened to Jay, basically, and how it's so difficult to get any information around that because everyone is just terrified. So they basically said that, is it 3 or 4 they said, of Tom's attackers have actually passed away, but I only believe that it had been 1 or 2 of them, so I was a bit confused by that. I need to look into that. What I found most shocking about the whole thing was right at the end of it, they mentioned the word, and I'll just spell it out here, NECROFILIA, and how that could be linked to what happened to Jay, and I just don't understand, how that could be possibly linked to poor Jay and what happened to him. I just can't fathom it, but those guys have been talking to the ex-gang members that were involved in the Tom Hilton attack, and apparently they're all terrified to speak out. They've all experienced attacks on their homes, so that's the reason why they're not speaking out, because I've always been like, how comes no one's speaking out? I don't understand, but now I get it. They're all absolutely terrified, and according to Streamline Entertainment, Jay was carried off by 2 guys onto the beach, and one of the beach footages is true. I'm not sure which one, it wasn't very clear, but yeah, so that's my little update really. I don't really have, and also they've mentioned the Marley Boys, so they basically a gang from East London, and I personally think this has all been done as a vendetta against them. Somehow they've used Jay to get some kind of, another gang has used this gang and tried to frame them, because the Snapchat pictures mention their names. Now, if you actually did something to Jay, would you be incriminating yourself like that? And are you having to come and, try and clear everything up and, sort everything out and, claim that he rented the Airbnb and he met Jay and all this and all that? We don't actually know if any of that happened, because, yeah, they're saying that Jay was carried off onto the beach. And I do believe that it would have been a massive possibility. Now, I don't understand how he could have got from that to then being in a point of meeting Ayub on the strip or wherever and just going back to his. Like, the timelines are not matching up at all. One thing happened or the other. So, yeah, it's just really... I feel like everyone's getting a lot closer to the truth, but yeah, the truth is actually really disturbing, to be honest with you guys, and that's why I've kind of had to step back as well in this case. It's very, very dangerous mentioning county lines and talking about them, even though I do believe that is the real issue of what happened to Jay. But yeah, mentioning people's names involved in that has repercussions, so I've not wanted to delve too deep into that part of this case, to be honest with you guys. And I just want to say, I know there is a theory, and a lot of people do actually believe that Jay could still be alive. For me personally, I just think that if that were to be true, then this whole case would be a complete lie, and nothing would make sense. Surely we would have had some kind of evidence by now, and also if that could be possibly true, then you shouldn't really be talking about something like that, because it could get Jay in more harm. So, yeah, that's really it for today.